Hi, this is Panzer Keel 13. Hope you're having a good modeling day. This video is going to be on my Tamiya 1/35 scale Japanese Type 97 long barrel late version Chiha. I was going to initially put this model into the video of the last video I made of the Pacific Theater Marine Corps Sherman, but I feel as it would have been too long and taken attention span and what have you from the other model. So this is kind of like part 2 of that video, or the continuation, so that you can see this model. This model was built in a group build that I got into. I believe it was International Military Model Builders page on Facebook for Japanese tanks. I don't remember what page it was, but I'm thinking it was that one. But nevertheless, I got into the group build, and it was supposed to be straight out of the box with no photo edge, no aftermarket anything. So initially when I built it right out of the box using the Tamiya rubber band tracks, and the only thing I replaced right after the group build pictures were taken were the tracks. Friend of mine at IPMS Sacramento, when I was still there, Randy, told me Spade Ace, a company called Spade Ace, made the aftermarket link-to-link tracks for the Type 97 Chiha, which like I said, I always use link-to-link tracks because the realism is better. You can't get the natural sag on the rubber band plastic type of tracks, because no matter how good you glue them, they're always going to have tension that pops back, and so they look unnatural. They look good, but not as good as link-to-link tracks, which will give you a natural sag when you put it in there. And so those tracks were taken off. These tracks were purchased, and then they were built and then installed on the tank. That, like I said, the tank was built straightforward as per instructions and camouflage. The only thing I added was palm tree field applied foliage to the tank, and I think I did a pretty good job. Everybody seems to like it. It will eventually go into a Pacific Theater Japanese diorama to counter the Marine Corps 4th Battalion dioramas that I will build for Saipan and Iwo Jima two of them actually now. And so I felt that the Japanese should be also represented, as they were excellent combatants and worthy combatants in World War II. Now, have you that their armor was not up to par, not even up to the Sherman. So can you imagine the Sherman outclassed all Japanese tanks that were fielded in World War II? That being said, can you imagine how they would have fared in a head-to-head clash with the German Tigers? But you know, they were allies or whatever. But I played this game called Steel Panthers, and you can see some of that game on some of the intros that I have. And there is a scenario there that's called Blitzkrieg Banzai, and it takes account that the Axis forces would have won World War II and then faced off against each other for total domination. And so you have elite Panzer divisions fighting in the Pacific Theater and elite Japanese divisions fighting on the Eastern Front, as they would have come in through Russia and what have you, and so forth and so forth. And so yeah, it's interesting to see the Panthers and Tigers square off against the Chihas and the Japanese kamikaze and suicide attacks by the Japanese soldiers and what have you. That's a scenario that's fiction. We understand that, but we inevitably know that if they would have won, they would have squared off because they both wanted to rule the world. But nevertheless, that never happened, and the Allies won and what have you. But I do want to represent, and I've been wanting to represent the Pacific Theater for a long time. I enjoyed building the model. The model is excellent even for its age. The kit was released in the 70s and it goes together like a dream. And for the amount of parts, which are not that many, to the amount of detail that's molded to this, very excellent. Now with a photo etch set, you will have a superb model right out of the box. The Japanese mostly painted their tanks in hard edge camo. I don't mind painting camo, but hard edge kind of is my least favorite. Even though I enjoy doing it, it's still my least favorite because it is time consuming, as you have to paint one color, then hard mask for the next color, and if there's 3 or 4 colors, you're hard masking 3 or 4 times, depending on how you do it and what have you and stuff, to get the correct camouflage and what have you. Nevertheless, it was time consuming, tedious, but I am happy with the results, and I hope you're happy with the results. Like I said, the model's a dream right out of the box. You can't go wrong. Well representation of a Japanese Type 97 Chiha long barrel. They also have the short barrel, which I will be building also, and also the self-propelled gun, which looks pretty cool. So that will be, they are all based on the same chassis, so you can buy the same tracks for all 3 of those vehicles, which I will be doing, which I already have 2 sets of tracks for 2 sets of vehicles. But nevertheless, here is the video. I want to give a shout out to the International Military Model Builders page. I want to give a shout out to the Tamiya Model Builders page. I want to give a shout out to the Modeling Fanatics. I want to give a shout out to the Scale Armory and Hangar. I want to give a shout out to, I mean, there are so many great pages. The Facebook Modelers, World War II Diorama Art, Dioramas and Scale Models of World War II page, the Scale Model Universe, the Glue Bombers, the Average Modelers Building page. I mean, there's just so many great model pages out there that, you know, 148 scale World War II aircraft model page, you know, the Jets and Fighters page, modeling the Vietnam War page. There's just so many. All you have to do is get on one page, and inevitably on the side of Facebook it'll suggest other pages, and then you start veering off into all the other pages. But nevertheless, here's the video, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. For any questions, you can PM me right here, or you can go directly to IPMS Sacramento Facebook page and message me there. Comment, rate, like, share. For any questions, any how-tos, I have other videos on my channel. Subscribe. You can see the how-to videos that I put up. I'm going to be making 2 more how-to videos real soon. I know I've been telling you guys that I have, but I mean, I've been kind of busy and stuff with the move and what have you, but they are coming, and I will be posting them up. I'm almost done with my Afghanistan Air Force 1980s War SU-7. I believe that is going to be a groundbreaking model, not in the sense of anything new, but just the amount of detail that was put to the OEZ kit and the cockpit set that was found, which is no longer available, but it's an excellent cockpit set, and you will see when I make the video on it. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed it. For, like, again, any questions, any comments, comment, share, post, subscribe, message me here or at IPMS Sacramento on Facebook. Thank you for watching again, and happy modeling. Panzer Kiel out.